Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Project Zomboid, a brand new series that streamed live on Twitch as a result of polls voted on by all of you. So before I get into the details of this series, I posted a poll about how you wanted me to continue Project Zomboid. And overwhelmingly, you all said that I should start a brand new series with a clear-cut rule about save scumming and dying. And here it is. I will be starting off in West Point. West Point is the most zombie populous city. The difficulty will be the standard survivor, and zombies will not respawn. There will be a set number of zombies in the world. Of course, it will still be crawling with zombies, so there will be plenty of combat. There are two additional parameters. The incremental duck respawning. So every time I die, I will have to spend ducks to respawn. When I go to sleep, I will back up my save game, and if at any point I need to save scum, the first death will cost me 1 duck, the next death will cost me 2, and each additional death incrementally will go up by 1 duck. Ducks are items that you can find in-game, and this rule was voted on by all of you. The other additional parameter is that once basic survival has been achieved, live viewers will be able to submit projects and goals via Twitch channel points, and those projects and goals will be voted on, and where I go and what I do will be up to you. Well, with all of that said, let's get started. So wish me a lot of luck. Now, really early in this series, I'm going to be polling you all about exactly where you want me to settle. I have more or less like 2 locations picked out in West Point, but I want your feedback. Okay, so we're starting off. I would like to know roughly where I am. This is a main road north of a fence. Maybe you guys, I'll crowdsource it. You guys can sort of figure out exactly where I am. The starting home that you start in is always safe, no matter how big the home. So like, if you start in a massive hotel, that hotel will be empty. If you start in a tiny little trailer, that trailer will be empty. So not all homes are equally useful. Day and Landfear, thanks for the resubs. I appreciate it. Another thing I want to do is to essentially eat everything that is not nailed down. Because my character's underweight. Now things like milk, I'm going to wait until I'm thirsty. But, okay, this radio does not have the emergency broadcast channel. It's good to know. Farming for beginners might be really, really nice. I've spent a lot of time in previous series looking for that. And this tiny little home has a giant piano. All right. I think that's all I'm going to get in here. Okay, where am I? I am in a little tan house, so I'm probably with a fence near me. Where would I be? What is this? Oh, so I'm just next to the... No, I'm not next to the church. Who nails milk down? I don't know. I don't. I can tell you that much. Hey, Morty. Thanks for the bits. Where is my dude? I'm somewhere in West Point. I know that much. But I don't know the specifics. Let me take a look at the map again. So... yeah. It isn't obvious to me. Now, other things I want to do in this series that I was not great at in previous series is to make it very clear once homes are cleared, because loot doesn't respawn. So leaving, once I'm done with a home, things like leaving front doors open, you know, or even sheet ropes. Unleash the bacon, the TV yells. All right. Well, I have a hand fork from this guy. I guess it's better than nothing. And a bunch of additional canned stuff. So, my worry about the canned stuff... Oh, here's a canned opener. Fresh uncooked. I wonder if I could just put the bowl in the... Probably, right? Alright, here we go. Garbage bags are always useful. Cleaning liquid would be useful, but I'm not going to weigh myself down with it just yet. Device options. Do you have the emergency? No, you don't. You don't have an emergency channel, so turn that off. Tailoring for beginners. Oh, man, the books I'm finding early on, legendary. Like, truly legendary. Okay, so that's still cooking. There's soup and carrots. And what I might end up doing is I might just sort of stuff... actually, I don't know if I can eat dog food. Because I have a weak stomach. That might actually come back with... That might be dangerous for me. What were we playing this time? Ash Evil Dead. Alright, so I know that there was just a TV show. Let me turn down the volume. Oh, click it once would help. There we go. So TV just played. Sheets are really good early on too. And let's keep drinking water. I'm definitely not Ash Ketchum. Metalwork. Now, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to decide roughly where my initial stash house is going to be. I will poll about like long-term location later, but the initial stash house is also pretty important as well. But one of convenience, not of planning. Just wherever you can be. Oh, a bikini. Nice. In case, you know, I need a sun. Get nice and tan. Oh, here we go. Crowbar is a fantastic early game weapon. Does a pretty sizable amount of damage. And it has very, very high durability. All right, so one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a sheet to this window and close the curtain. This is not a terrible spot for me to fall back to, as this home is somewhat secured. The next big thing for me, I would say, is figuring out weaponry and the like. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this curtain. I'd also like to make it so that zombies can't see me if I use this as a place to watch television. So I'm going to need you to cover up a lot of the windows if I can. Was there more sheets in here? No, and I don't think, if I recall, I can't use bath towels, so that's not helpful. Garbage bags and batteries, always welcome. So, what house, where am I? I'm just north of a chain link fence. I'm in a house with a northwest facing porch. Oh, thanks, Free Dog. I don't know how to punch in those coordinates. Oh, here we go. 1 second. 11. I'm trying to like pan around, figure it out. Let's see. Oh, yep, found it. I'm at these coordinates here. Cool. I'm basically just southwest of the dock. The dock that's on the river, the western dock that's on the river in West Point. All right, so let's go hunting for a watch. And I'm going to come back here, I think. This is going to be a temporary stash house, so I'm gonna ditch. I'm gonna ditch everything here. It's weird that I like looted it and now I'm like, all right, put it all back. But that's how it is sometimes. Yeah, there might be some good fishing. It really depends on where I settle eventually. Oh, okay. So we've got... some zombies relatively immediately. Oh, this one has a school bag. This one wants to get his head stomped. School bag is not amazing, but it's pretty good. Alright, let's wear this watch on left wrist. Now I'll know what time it is. It's actually pretty close to TV time. This varsity jacket's better than whatever I'm currently wearing. School bag. I guess I just killed a school kid, because friendship bracelet and all that. Check the alarm, that's a good point. Set alarm for 5:50 a.m. Taking a look around. Fortunately, there's not too many that are like immediately close. Like West Point is definitely one of the most populous cities, or the most populous city, but I'm not in a swarming area. Okay, so I'm going to start reading Farming for Beginners, and I am going to sit and enjoy my shows. One of the things I'm going to try to do in this series more than the previous one is absolutely capitalize on all of the experience I can get from the TV. Because that experience is going to really allow me to live long-term successfully. There's a lot of experience to be had, and in previous series I was actually pretty bad at making sure that I was, you know, min-maxing this experience. So one of the things that I have to do is actually not fast forward with speed through the shows. Yeah, watch Rad, watch Ash, watch TV. It's meta. It's Inception. Which means every time there's a TV show on, I do have to sort of sit here. Hey, Morpheus, thanks for the resub. You wish you got experience from TV? You know, when I was a kid, legitimately, there were TV shows that would teach you stuff. Nowadays, not so much. But as a kid, you could watch, like, tons of educational for cooking or carpentry, you know, the age of Bob Vila and Julia Child, you know what I mean? And nowadays, that's just not the case. What was that weird noise? Did anyone hear that? Reading Rainbow? Exactly. Nowadays, TV is far less educational. I mean, you have to seek it out. You have to seek it out. All right, TV show's over. I only got through 15 pages of this Farming for Beginners book, but I'm gonna I'll leave the book. No, I'll leave the book here, so I can read it when I need it. The Unspoken, thanks for the follow. Another thing I wanted to do is read at least one page of this tailoring book so that I can identify that I already have tailoring for beginners. I don't have like a notepad or checklist or something like that, but if I read one page of it, anytime I happen upon a new tailoring for beginners book, I'll know, oh, wait, I have one page read. I already know that I've started this one. It doesn't work for books that you can't read yet due to skill level requirements, but it will work for the basics. I'm actually going to drop this hand fork. I don't think it's going to be a particularly useful weapon. And then I'm going to start exploring my neighborhood. Sounded like a chicken? I thought it sounded like a cat meowing or something. Whatever it was. I know it's not real. Okay, that is a group of... Okay, only 2 saw me. That's good. Unlike previous series, I am going to play this safer, significantly. Okay, 3 saw me. Because I am... Although I have a way to respawn when finding rubber duckies, I wish not to. I wish to do this as well as I can for pride and prowess. Which means I'm gonna get bit like 10 minutes. No, what it really means is like being really cautious about the fights I take. Make sure that I'm not outnumbered. I don't have a lot of negative moodlets. I have every advantage possible with a good weapons and, you know, fighting in only cleared areas, good sight lines, that kind of thing. Slow and steady. I don't want to keep restarting the series over and over because of sloppiness or what have you. I'm not great at it, but I'll try to do my best. Now, this house looks scary to me because it's all the windows are blown out. There was someone at the back door. Oh, hi. So this is the sort of fights I need to be cautious about. Now I know there's no one behind me. But as soon as the zombies start to number in the 2 or 3 or more, your character starts to get panicked. And weapon accuracy and everything goes to hell until you actually have some... There we go. The quadruple. All right, she also had a school bag, but it's not one I necessarily need. This jacket should be pretty good. I should be looking for scissors, too. Let's get rid of the old jacket. I have a much better jacket. That might have been everybody in the house, but I still have to be cautious. Here, there we go. Much better. Gotta fix some menus. Okay, no house alarm. Before I really loot ransack this area, I should clear it, and I do hear zombies in here. Okay, let's drink water. Wash myself. So, as a hemophobic, I am going to need to make sure to wash myself pretty regularly. Because if I get too bloody, I'll get panicked. But it was a pretty good negative trait to pick. Okay, my guy is anxious. A garden saw, that's a pretty good find. Okay, I can hear you, but I don't know where you are. A scarf covers my neck a little bit. I'm also gonna... I heard him just break through a window. I'm also removing curtains so that I can cover other windows in other buildings. There you are. The old not thumping the door trick. Okay, tweezers might be useful. The disinfectant is obviously useful. The sleeping tablets are actually insanely useful, and a rubber duck. So if you're wondering about the rubber duck, all you got to do is exclamation mark about, and you'll know why rubber duck. The duck rule. Yes, we are implemented. Hand is cramping. We implemented the duck rule. So that means I should be collecting all ducks. Ooh, this is kind of a nice bedroom you got here. There's 2 zombies right outside. A walkie-talkie that I could dismantle. Whoa, that is early in the morning. Well, good morning to you. I'm so glad that you woke up at a righteously ungodly hour to come join me. Oh, God, what am I doing? All right, let's go on the health tab. So I'm going to want to get home. Before the next show, which is at... Ooh, ice cream? Let me eat half of this. So I need to gain weight. I'm underweight. Which is at 18 o'clock. Angler, fishing, foraging, how to use generators, herbalist. Those are all incredibly good magazines and books. I do have Lucky, don't I? It wouldn't be terrible to have a mug. Salt and canned tuna. Baking sheet might not be terrible, and that cooking pot is great. Forks and spoons, I guess. I don't know. I don't really need it, but can't hurt. Not a bad start. No, I don't need bleach. That lady has a hole in her pants. I could see her bottom. Don't forget to bring a towel. I actually don't need towels because my guy is a outdoorsman and doesn't suffer from being wet in the rain or whatever. And yes, I am on a rubber ducky emote when? Oh, you know what? I should have done that. I don't have a lot of free emote slots, but I'll have to figure out what to juggle. So I also came this way because there's a garage here. With a saw. I like saws more than garden saws. Not that there's any difference. I guess actually, in a way, garden saws are better because they're G, not, you know, but whatever. Old ham radio. Those are pretty important if I recall. And a hammer is awesome. Let me take that hammer. Put it in my belt. Put all the sheets in my backpack. Oh, they don't all fit. Light bulb, gas can, cigarettes. They're also huge, yes. If someone... Oh, wow, there's 2 ham radios? If someone could remind me exactly the use for ham radios versus other radios. I'm going to place this one here for now. Can we organize from the get-go in base building? Unknown frequency. Oh, it's not that. It's some music, something or another. I'll try to stay organized, but I'm not going to be living anywhere until a helicopter comes by. All right, so right now what I'm trying to do... Oh, yeah, here we go. 96 megahertz is the automatic... Oh, perfect. So I already know what the automatic... the emergency broadcast... the emergency broadcast channel is, which is 96 megahertz, which is awesome. So the emergency broadcast channel gives me information about upcoming weather and temperature and that kind of stuff. Yes. So that's really good. Okay. I definitely broke that ham radio. Getting rid of all the components I don't really care about. Keeping the batteries. Putting some sheets away. And I'm going to start making my way back to base. I'll bring that ham. No, never mind. I don't want to be overweight with guys out here. So you're asking, doesn't it also give you a slight warning about the helicopter? I do believe it does, but I could be wrong. Actually, you know what? I want my sneakers on. So the difference is run speed. Oh, never mind. I'm going this way. Water shut off, power shut off. Yeah, it gives you all that kind of information. Gives you a little bit of heads up. Okay, none of them are onto me. Wonder why my guy is so stressed. Probably just needs to relax. Alright, we're gonna get curtains everywhere. Because he's bloody? Most likely, yeah. Alright, the device options. Let's pick up the radio. I don't have time to wash. Come on, add sheet to the door. Okay, as far as I know, all of the windows that could possibly see in to me are now covered. And ham radios allow in multiplayer for you to talk to one another, so there's really no advantage of the ham radio over the regular value text or whatever, because battery life doesn't matter. Don't forget to turn the light off. Yep. Alright, so this is the survival channel. And they're going to be teaching me some fishing while I read up on farming. Update the duck save counter. Good call. Done. We've got fishing level 1 locked in. Are they saved yet? I mean, they're in my possession, so they're saved. Okay, there goes the TV. Device options. Turn on. Add preset. 96. Well, I shouldn't just call it 96. The emergency channel. And there we go. Now I'm tuned into the emergency channel. All right, all the stuff I got. Let's drink and wash myself. Hey, Stormy, thanks for the follow. Washing all clothing. Salmon goes in. I think that's all that really needs to get put in. What if I lose the duck? I'm gonna have, like, I'll sacrifice it by getting rid of it in a way. All right, the Forge for Beginners, I'm going to read the first page so I can indicate that I already have it. I should also probably... I don't think the magazines are heavy enough for me to really need to read the first page of magazines. But it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Whoa, Dennis Keith, thanks for gifting out all the gifted subs. I appreciate it, man. Me and the duck, both. Okay, so the duck is now saved, secured. We're pretty far away from needing to fill empty cooking pots and the like, so I'm not going to bother. We only got through a few pages. Okay, lights are coming off. And this light switch is hard to hit. There we are. Yes, the emergency broadcast channel. Oh, here we go. The emergency broadcast channel is randomly generated every time you generate a new game. So you have to find a radio that has it programmed, or you could guess it, I guess, but it would be a lot of guessing. I don't know off the top of my head how many different frequencies there are in the game, but it, you know, anywhere between like, what, 86 to 106? It wouldn't be... I would not advise trying to guess your way. So I am going to take a sleeping tablet because I'm a restless sleeper. For better or for worse, I'll take the tablet. My watch has already set an alarm. Let me lock my inventory open. Pin. And have a sleep. It's only 8 p.m. Am I using mods? If you hit exclamation mark about, it will tell you. But long and short of it, no, I'm not using mods. Yeah, this is a reasonably chill start. Okay, so now that it's the middle of the night, I don't really want to go scavenging at night because it's darker and harder to see, of course. So instead, I'm just going to spend some time reading in the dark and carbo loading. The issue, of course, is let's get cooking because I don't want to go after canned goods or anything like that. Oh, right. I forgot to save. That is a very good point. So the saves are going to be a little interruptive because I have to go out to menu and then out to menu. Okay, there we go. And then back up the saves. So I won't be save scumming unless I spend a duck. But every time I go to sleep, I will be saving. If that makes sense. That was, well, it was what got voted on. Ash. Okay. Already backed up because I haven't been very many places. Okay. Let's get through some of these other magazines. My guy really did not sleep very much. Okay, so this is advertisements. Okay, so that was I know how to use generators. I know how to make remote controllers. I know how to make herbal remedies. And my guy is pretty hungry, so let's get that going. Alright, salmon. Is there a cookware in here? Baking pan. I don't know if I can use baking pans, but we'll see. I'm not an expert chef in this game. Don't eat it raw. You'll die. Okay, I guess not. We'll stick it straight into the oven. I would need like a skillet or something. I'll have to be on the lookout for a frying pan. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to all of the stuff in this house, I'm going to put like out in the open to free up shelving in case I really do all the junk rather, in case I really do want to gather you know, in horde. So I'm basically taking out everything that that doesn't have value. If someone could look up if dog food carries death risk for weak-stomached folk such as myself. That's something I don't know, and I don't want to risk eating it in case it could kill me. Okay, so I believe everything in here... spoons. Almost everything in here is valuable. So all the storage shelves now... Oh, shouldn't do that. All the storage shelves now are, we're good. Okay, something else I should do is 2 sheet ropes. So that I can escape out of second-story buildings easily. And I'm going to take the last sheet here and just add it to this window. I might as well just sheet up the whole place if I can. Alright, is my salmon still uncooked, but almost perfectly timed. Almost. Done. Oh, don't be bored. Oh, I'll eat the whole thing. I'm underweight, so eating too much and being full is a good thing. I'll have more endurance. I'll have more fitness if I keep my calories up. So you can always check your calories by going to your info tab. Right now I'm 70 kilos, and I'm just going to keep eating until I reach normal weight. But I don't ideally want to eat preserved food. I want to eat regular food. Dog food will kill you, according to the Steam discussion. Cool. I thought so. So we'll toss this out. Which is a little weird because honestly, I think dog food in real life carries no weight, even if you have a compromised immune system. Unless, of course, it's like tainted dog food, but it shouldn't be. Let's read a newspaper or something, because my guy's a little bored. We're just dealing with the moodlets here. I'm also agitated and jumpy, and I'm not sure why, but that's fine. From what you saw, it's because they assumed it was rotten. I'm not going to take the risk. It'd be really, really dumb to die to eating dog food in a zombie apocalypse game. So that will be a big no thank you for me. Dog food IRL is treated and cooked? Yeah. In fact, I would say Echo's food is probably safer than the food I eat myself. I'm really not kidding at all, by the way. Her food is like, yeah. I mean, it's hypoallergenic, so it goes through a lot of processing. But it depends, to be fair. If you want to get in the food discussion, because I've read up a lot about it, because I want to treat my pets well, there is a lot of very sketchy dog food that exists out in the world. The, what do they call it? The 4 R's, or whatever. Yeah, you can have some really weird dog food, for real. Like rendered, diseased, dead meat being sold off to dog food plants. It happens. It's gross. It's terrible, but it happens. I like how I'm pouring bath towels into one another. Like, okay, sure. I know you can wring them out or whatever. A pet Echo. Well, she's not in the room. I can try to call her, though. I think they're on the couch watching TV with mommy, so I would honestly be surprised if they'd join me. what other books do I have? I'm not going to be using farming all that soon, so let's actually start reading the Foraging for Beginners. I don't think I'm going to be tailoring all that soon either. Hi, Tusk. You're going to be the replacement Echo. Hi, girl. Hi. Well, at least one joined me. Yeah, don't buy the cheap stuff for your pets. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here indoors until the 6 a.m. show, just reading Foraging for Beginners. Yeah, the books that correspond with TV are a good way to get more experience from the TV, and that's exactly why I'm reading the Foraging for Beginners over the tailoring one. Ideally, I'd like to find cooking and carpentry, because I think cooking and carpentry are going to be more useful skills for me than foraging, but I'm not going to turn down a little bit of free foraging experience. So if you're wondering where I am, what building I am in, if you take a look at the West Point map, there is 2 docks on the water on the western part of the map. Like, I am near the western dock. I am 2 houses southwest of the western dock. It's I changed the map name to just map now, because there is no other maps that I use. And that way you know where I am. Now, I'm just taking this slow, steady, tactical, and smart. I know that sometimes it's a lot more interesting for me to run and gun, so to speak, but for the benefit of YouTube trying to learn this game, or even you guys trying to learn this game, the true way to play this game is not to like sprint around like a maniac killing everything. That's a surefire way to get yourself an early grave, and once you're bit, you're basically dead. Now, it's really hard for me to figure out if like bites are always fatal, because people change their settings, right? But in default settings, bites are always fatal. But I keep hearing on the forums like, "Oh, I've survived one." It's like, yeah, but were you playing on survivor difficulty? You know, it's hard to tell. I would say at this point, 45 minutes into the stream, it is a good time to poll you guys. So let me describe the 2 ideas I had. Yep, let me turn that off. Okay, turn. Bye, Tusk. This is my alert for... I should have had that off anyway, and that's my bad. That was my alert for my TV show is going to start. So the idea I had is there's 2 large warehouses, or there's a large warehouse and a medium warehouse in West Point. The large warehouse would be harder for me to make into a base, but it comes with some distinct advantages. The medium warehouse would be safer, but doesn't have the same advantages. So these advantages, if you're wondering what they are, the large warehouse is sort of the southern tip of Maine, West Point. It is next to storage lots, it's next to a burger place, and next to a gas station. Now, the gas station's a big one, because if my base is next to the gas station, it's going to be very, very easy for me to fuel up. Extraordinarily easy. Once that's cleared out and my base is cleared out. So gasoline and basically power won't become an issue anymore. That scared me, because I'm tabbed out looking at the map. Now, the other one is the medium warehouse. That one is pretty far away from where I am currently, but it would be a perfectly fine place to settle. It's way, 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 way up in the northeast of West Point. Some of the advantages there, it's next to the water, so I could fish for my protein, which comes with its advantages, of course. It is pretty isolated, and because I'm playing with no zombie respawns, it would be very, very easy to clear it out definitively, and then not be too worried about my location. One of the advantages of the medium warehouse is the medium warehouse has stairs that lead to a second floor. The large warehouse does not. So the issue there is the medium warehouse, all I would need to make it inhabitable is a sledgehammer and some sheet ropes and some nails and a hammer, which is pretty reasonable to find. The large warehouse doesn't have a second floor, so I would have to build stairs. And stairs, stairs are a high tier carpentry skill, and I don't necessarily have the skills for it, so therein lies that problem. I have to, it isn't necessarily easy to live in the large warehouse in a secured way, and that would be the disadvantage. I could build a hut on the roof, but again, you need stairs to be able to get there. Okay, so let's take some sleeping pills. Close this door. And it's going to be heavy rain for a while. I'm going to sleep because my guy got drowsy, but I do have an alarm to wake me up right before the next show. Or not. Because I'm up early. Okay, my guy's a little hungry. I'll have milk. I don't feel great about that, but I'll have milk. I didn't want to drink the milk because it's kind of precious. So those are the two choices. The medium warehouse would be easier to immediately inhabit. It's definitely a lot more remote, which is a negative, and it might be a little bit more secure, but it's not that close to gas. The large warehouse would be harder for me to lock down and secure, but it is near gas. It has a lot of space, so I'm just typing this out. Two choices, very straightforward. Which of the two do you prefer? And then while you vote in that, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna scavenge next. I think I'm gonna scavenge the little home to my southwest. Oh boy, I'm in a very active neighborhood. For sure. Okay, that one saw me. There's a whole... Yeah, this city, town, whatever you want to call it, is swarming. And yeah, I'll turn off the alarm as soon as I'm done with... the lady that looks like a raccoon. I don't know, she's been dead for a few weeks. Maybe I should lay up on her. Set alarm. Don't beep. Okay, so I obviously started in that home. I left the door open, like I said I would. I'm not going to go into this home until I've sort of pseudo-lured these zombies in my immediate area towards me and clear them out. So if you have any questions about those two warehouses, you can always check the map to see what they have, where they are, benefits, deficits. I'm changing to a black Tigil watch. Don't ask me why. So 5:50 is my typical alarm, but I have that off. The sheet ropes can probably go in my backpack. And here we go, raining again. Getting the lay of the land, it looks like there is... If I was to panic and run around, it would be very, very, very quick for me to draw a lot of zombies to me. So I have to take it low and slow. Definitely the name of the game here. Okay, we've got amazing stuff. We got a hand axe, a tire pump, and a jack, and a box of wires, or nails rather. A box of wires. That's really, really, really good. Welder's mask is also incredibly good. And I'm going to wear that immediately. I'm actually sort of surprised that the Welder's mask doesn't change your field of vision. I'm pleased by it that it doesn't, but I'm surprised. So advanced fishing, trapping for beginners I need, magazine, newspaper, short. Let's read one page of the trappings for beginner. A pole with only 2 options, you know what must be done. I don't think a prediction works for a pole, if that's what you were thinking. Okay, another cooking pot. He means to 50-50 it? Yeah, I sort of figured. Okay, unfortunately for me, there's no food in here. Well, if it's 50-50, I could try to do both. Earlier on, the medium warehouse, like I said... Oh, you know what? I closed the front door. Earlier on, the medium warehouse is obviously going to be a lot easier. Because all I need to make it secure is a sledgehammer. Whereas the... Oh, you know... Oh, God. My show! My show! Hey! Carpentry! Yeah, if I can absorb enough of this carpentry experience, it will make the large warehouse inhabitable a lot more easily. As I said, without carpentry level 6, it's going to make that large warehouse very, very difficult to settle in. But... Alright, I definitely missed some of the show. I missed the first... Oh, no, maybe not. I missed a little bit of it. The next show would be survival. Morning is cooking, afternoon is carpentry, and the night is survival skills. Isn't West Point the most infected city? It is. Oh, and you can see, case in point, that there was a lot of people out there. Yeah, before I do anything else, let's ditch dump. I should probably not have ditched the sleeping tablets. They're not heavy enough to warrant sleeping, ditching. One thing I might want to do is to shred some sheets or clothing or something for bandages. Well, it looks like the medium warehouse has a slight lead, but I'll leave it up. Given your determination to have nothing as an answer. All right, let's see if I can't lure a few of those zombies that is right next to these house away a few at a time. My crowbar is still plenty... Oh, did I just yell that? No, that wasn't yelled. Good. No base running and gunning doesn't work, and I wouldn't really consider it. Won't work for me, at least. guys die? Thank you. Alright, looking around me. As far as I can tell, that did not attract too many unwanted. I will take bullets, but I'm not going to take guns yet. I'll take one gun, I guess. My guy's getting hungry and thirsty. Oh, hi, lady. Another thing I could do is use my hand axe and chop some of the trees down to make spears. Especially once this local group are annihilated. Okay, the hoodie that whoa, too close. The hoodie that lady had is good for scratch resist. Oh, a nightstick is a pretty good weapon. And let's wear the hoodie with hood down. So just for the record, I think if you vote no decision here, I'll just, it'll be sort of, left up to me. And even then, it would be one of these, like, I'll do it if I can. So we have that guy's shotgun. We have a nightstick. Wow, that guy has great hair. Getting a little drowsy here. Nothing critical yet, but not obviously ideal. No, I'm not going to purposely, I'll just put it this way. I'm not going to purposely take a dreadfully inferior base for any reason other than the other bases are unworkable because they got overrun or something. This is pre-helicopter. It's June 10th, July 10th, whatever it is. So very pre-helicopter. You know, it's only been 1 day, 5 hours. Okay, one thing I wanted to do is to shred the sheet for bandages in case I need them. Is the medium actually in West Point? Yes, it is technically in West Point, but it's way up to the northeast of West Point. So there's West Point proper, and then there's like a bit of arm that goes off the map nearly of West Point. And the medium warehouse is in that like weird separated arm of West Point that's technically still West Point, but it's quite far. I can't right click the, okay, here we go. All right, so we got cooking for beginners. And mechanics for beginners, metal walls and roof. An angler for fishing net. Where is my mechanics for beginner book? Oh, I'm reading the cooking one. I'm probably going to switch over and focus on the cooking book rather than the foraging book for future TV shows. this in the backpack. And this in the backpack too. I think the backpack is... Oh, you can fit some rip sheets. All right, carpentry for beginners. Okay, never mind. That's what I'm going to read. Yeah, here's something shambling at me. Thank you all for watching the very first episode of the Rhadamant Plays Ash Williams Project Zomboid series. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below, keeping in mind that there are 4 hours yet to air. If you'd like to catch a live stream of this, Rhadamant.com has the countdown timer, a stream schedule, a link to Discord where you can sign up for the Twitch announcements, and a link to Twitch where you can sign up for Twitch announcements through the follow system and notification system. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.